Hey, what's up, YouTubers? I've got a message for you. Just a quick thought. You know how when you go to the doctor or the dentist, if you can afford to, which is rare for those like us, for their equipment, you ask the office, I did, I've asked the office, this was a couple of years back, and I said, why does it cost so much every single time you go to the dentist? And I said, I was told last time they're paying for the new equipment. That equipment had been there for a couple of years. They've had that equipment for many years now. The office person didn't want to answer the question. Then to dentists where the office individuals are pocketing money from you, which is wrong. Not getting into that whole thing, but yeah, I know it does not cost all of that money as much as they make for each customer. The thousands of dollars they make every time someone walks in the dentist office, gets some work done. I got charged $140 one time just to have a piece of popcorn kernel pulled out of one of my teeth. And he laughed and said, "Oh, popcorn's a dentist's best friend." Makes their bank account richer. Then I looked online and found they're not supposed to charge you for things like that. So with all of this fraudulence going on in the medical and dental system, the medical department and dental department, they continue pocketing the money out of the individuals. You struggle as much as you can to get by from moment to moment, to pay bills, get the things you need, and maybe be able to spend a little minuscule 1% on yourself sometimes. And yet, the doctors and dentists are raking it in like there's no tomorrow. Now, there are two things that frustrate me. Actually, many, but there's two that pop in my mind right away regarding the school systems and the dentist office and doctor's offices. You ask them, why do they need so much money? They say, to pay for the equipment. So the dentist office has equipment that's 2 years old, and by my count, they've had hundreds of patients in there every few months in the dentist office. And they don't even have to work on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Only have to go in twice or maybe 3 times a week. Or might be Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, I don't know. So they don't have to work on those days, so they don't have to pay for all the work those days. And on top of that, their equipment was bought in some of these places several years ago. So if they're paying for the equipment, say they paid $30,000 for the machinery, and they've got 4 areas, 4 rooms. That's $120,000 for all 4 machines. But then they've got all of the machinery, all the equipment, the filling stuff like the Novocaine, things like that. They have to pay for those things. Still, that doesn't add up. They say I've been told we're paying for the machinery. That machinery has been paid off many, many times, judging by the amount of customers that dentists see on a regular basis. If they charge each person $5,000 for root canals and dental work, those machines have been paid off multiple times over. But you mention that, and they won't answer you. They're like, well, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. They're not paying for their machines. They're raking in the dough, pocketing the money, and you're getting the brunt. You're getting the kick in the butt by the bill. It's a scam. Doctor and dentist scam. Now, there's a lot of good doctors. Where, I don't know. But there's a lot of good people. They're just making way much more than they deserve. And charging way more than it actually costs to run the place. Alright, now on to the other pet peeve of mine. Schools claim that they charge you $1,100 or so for books. Colleges claim, well, we're charging for the books, $1,100. Books are digital now. So you're telling me that the same books that they're using year after year, each person, say 120,000 students go there, that's millions of dollars just on books alone. Those books have been paid off, even if they're paying a provider digitally for those books. They're not even physical books, but you're paying thousands of dollars for them. For what? Just to have them and then you get rid of them. The lottery money. Billions of dollars spent on the lottery all the time. But yet schools are still in debt. Schools can't afford supplies, and they're always asking for money and donations. And colleges cost outrageous amounts. They make millions of dollars. They make trillions altogether, I'm sure. And the lottery is raking it in. And then when they need the money for the schools, they claim they don't have it because they've been pocketing it. Because that's another scam. That's another scam for another time. Listen, system, let's put the money where it needs to go. Help the citizens, help the people, and let's get things back on track. Peace.